muted. It's searching for me. Okay. Okay, so we're good. Right? Do you see just one picture or do you see the three like I do? Okay, okay, good. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna leave it, I'm gonna mute in the video too. Oh, wait a minute, I need to record it too, right? Oh, okay. And the thing too, we're at one point where, excuse me, the drinking code, um, where I had to redo the template and, I didn't have to do that, so it just popped up, so it was all good. Okay, all right, Ryan. Okay, so those, Blaine's watching us, FYI, my son, Blaine.
Hi, Blaine.
We're hoping,
Does
he's
he have it
checking,
on?
he's checking his audio, and I didn't put it out on Facebook until I'm sure, and I told Sue, I asked Sue, will you watch it and see if it's okay? Cause I don't wanna put it out there and say, well, you couldn't see it.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Hi, Sue.
I don't know if she's on there yet, she hasn't responded to my text.
You could be sitting up here in the public audience. Just emotional support, yeah.
Let's see.
Don't forget, you wanna make a motion, have eliminate the fan. Okay? Nothing else will be hilarious.
What happened?
Our lives are too busy and we actually did good, it's just, we didn't want to spend every day at our normal job, every day doing that.
He says we're good.
You to try and watch YouTube if you
Clear contact.
Oh,
Trying to get them corrected.
You know, right, and then, yeah, something.
Hold on, man, I feel like this is a family photo moment. All right, you two. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta learn how, I'm a little guy, it takes me a minute.
It doesn't know where to go.
Thank you. I'm sending this to mama.
Isn't that interesting? We're gonna watch you guys.
How close am I? I feel like.
Are we live?
In my mean mode.
Yes, we are live.
All right, we're live, so watch what you say.
Plain and simple, I think we're going to watch you.
Sue, she's such a nice lady.
Oh, here comes Carl. Okay, so we need to talk. Oh.
Hi, Carl. How you doing? Oh, I bet I know what those are.
We beat you to the punch.
He got me a card. Thanks, Carl. Just messing with you. Well,
You might as well go down there.
Did you hear me? Okay, okay. This shooter.
No,
Yeah. All right, we're on, we're live.
So you were on camera, guys. Go ahead, let's start with you. Let's start the meeting.
oh yeah, that'd be his job. Richard.
Start the meeting, please. Yeah, it's after 6:30. 6:30. Okay.
Good night.
Oh, well, my computer.
That's what I was showing you.
Oh, I thought you showed me a cute little baby.
Well, yeah, that too. No, it's 29.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm ready to get going.
Yeah.
We'd have left them out if we started.
Hey, she wouldn't give you a ride, huh?
he came from Rushville.
Oh, so now you got it right.
I got a better story, come on. I got two of them.
Yeah, it should be, it should be two, yeah.
I thought that was two, so I never knew what it did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, is that nice? Oh, okay.
It's 6:30, we'll call meeting. This is the June 2025 meeting of Town of Louisville. Start out with. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No. Just so you know, the new little thing here on the tripod, that is our camera and audio for the state requirement to be live by July 1st. So this is our first meeting. We're trying it as people speak. It should pick everybody up. We're kind of test mode. We've got a couple people watching to see how it works. So that's what's going on with that. Okay. The roll call.
Richard,
I'm here.
Tom,
Here.
Tim,
Right. Okay, next, I'd be the approval of the meeting, the minutes for May.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay,
I'll second that motion.
it's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Okay, the minutes are approved. And then we need to go to claims. Anybody see any additions or corrections? Questions about claims?
I just have a question.
Okay.
I know when they built the pumping station at the school, We pay our EMC almost $500 a month for that, right now, or there.
Yes. That includes what we had to pay, that is like a loan. So part of that money is for, to pay back what we should have paid up front. You
For
understand?
them to install.
To install it and all that, that includes that, and that will drop off, I mean, it's 5 years or something.
So that was negotiated when we did. that.
Yes, yeah.
To me, it seems like, it just seems like we're going good. Our people were paying for the school, but it's
Yes, I understand what you're saying, and yeah, the school probably should take that on, but.
Okay.
Make, like,
that was my only question. Make a motion to approve it.
and pause just a minute, one will be out,
Okay.
because it's not focusing on you guys, it's focusing on the audience, the whole time, that's it.
Oh.
So I'm gonna, since you're right in the center of the screen.
What's in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. What'd I hit? Okay, let's see if that works any better.
Let's see, Ken.
Now you guys need to talk, because I'm talking, it's gonna come to me.
The North said it's good. Sure.
Say it, it's just got Tim in there now. Doesn't have us on there.
Well, we'll figure it out later then.
Well, scoot him over that, scoot him to the east and see what happens.
Say what to put it out here. Got to close up the way.
I don't know,
We're getting.
We'll figure it.
Bear with us.
we'll figure it out later.
Kind of a test anyway. Okay, that's the second one, the second approve the claim, all right. Been moved second, we approve the claims, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, all opposed, same sign. Okay, claims are approved. Park committee report. Is there anybody here? from the park
Yeah.
committee?
That looks like it.
Okay. And all, public works reports.
Finally got the back up, it was down for almost 2 weeks, because the cylinder blew in our parts, we got a strange cylinder on it, so everything has to be ordered from the company, so, but it's back up. We've been working, should be start tearing up asphalt Friday. Up at the plant. Then. So, I'll let you know, we're gonna start working towards the water tank over. So once we get at least over half of it done, I'm gonna reach out to Joe Hoffman, he's been on vacation. I'm gonna reach out to him tomorrow to try to maybe, of course, you know, Mother Nature, she's not been very friendly to us.
You're gonna be good after today.
Right, so, I'm gonna meet with him and see if maybe tomorrow or Friday, I can meet with him at the gravel pit. To see where he wants us to dump it at. So if we start digging it up on Friday, as soon as we start, we'll haul. The problem is, so. Our dump truck. I don't know what's today, Wednesday or Monday. I started hauling the sand and the stuff that, just small amounts of stuff we have at the barn that's left over from all the years that probably from Dave and Nate and everybody. Down there to the lot to dump it, and I had some sand on there and a little bit of gravel. The truck wouldn't load, or wouldn't lift. The dump truck just stopped. Cause I was supposed to go get mulch, so I called Rich and I said, hey, I might not get the mulch, but I'm not sure. So Dad had to bring the backhoe down there and assist it to get it up. Now, and I don't know if it was because of the weight of the sand on there that caused it, cause I went ahead and got the mulch and come back and didn't have any trouble with it raising the mulch. Of course, you know, obviously the mulch is a lot lighter than the sand. So it could have been too much on there, not real sure. And then I had a few things with the water. I had to adjust the chlorine. I had to go up to the school several days in a row to get everything balanced back out. It just happens as the chlorine goes down, it loses its strength sometimes, and you gotta bump up the reading or bump up the numbers to get the reading correct. So it's all back to good now up to school and down here. The problem with the chlorine is, and there's nothing you can do about it, it's such a fine line on too much here and not enough up there, because it's got to go such a long ways, and when it travels, it loses its strength. So, I just had to keep tinkering around with it, cause you know, you'll get swimming pool water here and up there, it won't be enough for rain or be, you know, so I finally got that dialed in. And then we just been working around the weather, trying to mow, and the helper's been weeding over here, he's gonna bring the wagon up tomorrow and pick up everything. Start picking up, and I had him weed eat the hill again there to keep it down on 103 by the water tower, so. He's just been doing a lot of weed eating and weed pulling, and I did show him how to use the mower, cause I figured when he's up at the water tower cutting weeds, he might just go ahead and take the Ferris up there and mow it while he's up there, so I let him spend about a half a day at the park, running the Ferris. He did a great job on it, I took him back there by the creek, and he done a really good job on it, so he caught on to that real quick and everything, and so, but other than that, just. I think that's about all, we've just been working up there trying to get that done,
So you probably should take one small loads over at a time.
I'm good. I don't know for sure exactly how thick the asphalt is yet. I'm gonna dig a piece up tomorrow. But we've got about half of, well, over half of it, probably 3/4 is cleaned off, other than a few, some sand and stone. But all the other stuff's gone. I'm gonna dig a piece up, see, but yeah, probably more than likely, probably gonna have to just take, you know, what we can. I mean, I don't know. I'll probably, before I leave with a load, I'm just gonna see if it'll raise.
Alright.
Cause if not, I'm gonna be like, it's gonna have to take some off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you kind of play with it here before you get up there, and if
Yeah.
it won't raise, you kind of find out how
Yeah.
to put on there.
I put a call in today to Jeff Lane. I didn't get a hold of him, but I've left him a voicemail to what the possibilities of maybe borrowing his bucket truck for a day to get the flags hung up for the veterans on the poles. Cause if he'll let us borrow it, then maybe we won't have to go, you know, spend the money that on a lift or something.
Yeah, let me know, cause I was gonna ask somebody else.
Yeah, so I should, if I don't hear from him by in the morning, I'll get a hold of him and try to reach out to him again and see.
Hope I'll have the flag by in the next week.
Okay.
So you have all the brackets?
It comes with, they're just,
Oh, okay,
it's a bracket, big hose clamp.
okay, this goes around like, kinda like our Christmas decorations.
Yeah, I think we have 4 or 5 now, the rest of them should be in by next week.
How many flags do we, are we gonna have?
14 come, so, oh, well, we're.
So now, how are you guys, just so, I guess my question would be on that is, so can you guys go mark the poles with, if I get you guys some of that plastic ribbon or something?
And we'll start,
Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree.
yeah,
Well, if I bring you some ribbon, do you guys care to mark the poles?
no, I don't care to, but light poles is where you're gonna start.
One's got street lights on.
We'll mark them for you. Jan and I.
Hey, don't laugh at me, think that thing right there, right there. So yeah, I'll get you some, I got a roll of plastic, this stuff, and just forget it.
I'd be
happy to do it.
If we want, I'm like, well, July, I mean, we're
Yeah.
only 2 weeks away.
And I'll even run the bucket truck while
Keep
you're.
her away for a week.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, I'll go shoot football.
Will he be here? If he thought that, will you be here next week? I
don't leave.
How many flags did we get?
14 so far.
14 so far.
He'll do anything not to celebrate my birthday.
I know.
So, are you done with him?
Alright,
Yeah,
We had something in our packet about the park. I didn't know if we needed to talk about that more.
I got one thing, sorry. I, reached out to my uncle and I told Tom I hadn't got a chance to buy, he runs a power paving plan. I figured once we get the asphalt up there, I talked to him about getting another ton or so, cause they normally don't let you pull just a ton of asphalt, cause it's a plant, but he always lets us get like a half a ton at a time. You know, have to spread it by hand and hold it. So after we get that asphalt dug up and get that done, then I'm gonna go over and get a half a ton of asphalt and start patching some of our holes that we have around town. I know there's some. We'll do a drive-through, get them all marked out and like we have in the past and get them filled. So I was gonna tell you I did that too. So
Well, and should we talk about if we can't get that done enough to work, till we get him the authority to go? Run it down,
Yeah.
or something?
If you can't get to work at home, I guess we'll figure it out.
yeah, like I said, it'll work. I just don't know what the weight it's gonna take, you know, cause like I said, sand obviously is heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we didn't overload, I don't know, it didn't seem overloaded to me, it was just like a bucket and a half of sand, that's not really all that much sand for a dump truck normally. But, you know, that's not normal.
You're reaching out to know to get a quote, right?
Yes, I haven't heard anything yet, but I just called him and he said he'd start looking and send me pictures and information, I'll just forward it over to you guys, that's what he finds.
You didn't like that when I sent you a picture of it.
That golf cart truck? I couldn't even get in that thing, I had to sit in the back, my dad had to drive it.
Anyway, we never put
It'd
it.
be too much weight for that.
Probably. You said that and I blowed it up, and I was like, that little has golf cart tires on, there's no way he's being serious about this.
You're talking about the part, they have estimate for the door,
Yeah, she didn't. I received that email and, so I just thought I would send it on to you. I thought maybe she'd be here tonight and if they wanted to buy the give, then we could approve.
Are we paying for that or is it coming out of parking?
It's part, yeah,
Is it just a metal door?
yeah. I mean, just like what we did for the shelter.
Keypad, lock set, commercial service, whatever, removal, old door.
And I showed the folks who are, community contractor,
Yeah.
asking him to take it.
Two questions.
Probably don't have
One,
answers.
we don't know if it's steel or fiberglass. I would recommend fiberglass. Because over time, steel will probably rust out again, and that's what's wrong with the other one. And why is it an 82-inch door? Not an 80 or an 84?
I have no clue.
I did. What's the standard, 80?
80,
So we're paying extra because it's bigger.
2 inch, yeah, why is it bigger?
Maybe the
It's
holes
either 6'8" or 7 foot.
Right. Cause
Yeah, they
usually,
got the 36, but they made, should be an 80-inch door, that's why I didn't know this was this special opening or why.
We know what kind of
Big,
door.
good question.
But I would not put steel door right out to the fiberglass.
Is the fiberglass as strong as the steel?
Yeah, but they're a little more expensive, but they don't rust out.
So someone can't bust it out, kick it out or anything?
And it's basically the steel,
Okay,
and if they wanna get in it, they'll get in it,
okay.
Okay, thank you.
man, so.
So we gotta ask her about those questions.
Yeah.
So I was like, we just wanna prove a certain amount, so I think let's just wait, all right,
Can we just wait?
Mhm.
that's fine.
But she didn't ask me, I was just trying to be
Well, I
proactive.
appreciate you doing that.
Yeah. Maybe he was listening to you, that's what they said, yeah. Maybe
Let's just have it, we'll say.
Now, the town marshal report, go read these or. April. Let's see. Let's get some training. We did set the standard field sobriety testing, refresher course, talk about league. Had misdemeanor arrest, sets the vehicle, lost some hay on the road. Got the new 2-hour parking sign put up out here on the south side of 40. Let's see, got that compliant, call regarding large trucks and semis speeding down First Street. Got suggestions, needs lower the speed limit, speed bumps, flashing red lights above stop signs. Apparently, a resident has called Millville, complained to them. That was in April, May, there really wasn't much going on. Investigated suspicious person. North First, but domestic altercation, in town, really not a whole lot. Had a warning, 4 infractions, towed 1. That's about it for police report. Remarkable. And in the regional waste district, do we have anything?
Yeah, she brought it to the house today and I haven't been home since noon, so. I apologize, it's at my house.
Okay. All right, and shelter report. Anything going on there?
No, I talked to Deborah and everything seems to be going
I
good.
was working that check, that's a read.
What's going on?
Check with Will.
Oh,
No, everything's going good down here.
all right. New old business, the properties need cleaned up. So,
Everyone around,
Sherman,
Joe, and
yeah, I think Joe's already made a motion to pursue legal action on
on Joe.
Did we?
No, I
We
don't.
did.
We just said we weren't going to stop it, but now if we wanna continue on, he needs. Jeffrey needs a motion that says, proceed with the legal actions.
I'll make the motion for Joe to proceed, and I'll make the motion for 805 East Main.
need to do them separately.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Needs a second.
Yes.
okay,
You know, when Joe was at the last meeting, he gave us his interview schedule for 105. He's made some improvements, but he hasn't kept,
and
he's not where he's supposed to be. And now, the stuff that was down behind,
James,
James is now behind the rest of the barn, and it's all grown up and weeds, so. Hate to cause him any more money, but we need to do something with him.
the,
He gets,
Need a second.
yes, I'll second it.
okay, it's been moved and seconded, we go ahead and allow the attorney to proceed with legal avenues for Joe. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign? Okay. Pass.
All right, so now we got 805 East Main, Sherman,
Yes.
make a motion to pursue legal action, that was moved.
Second.
Okay, that this is pertaining to, what's that, 805 East Main? So it's been moved and seconded, we have the attorney go ahead and proceed legally on that property also. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Okay, so the attorney is authorized to go ahead and proceed on both of those.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. And we'll get in touch, him and I will, and he'll get the stuff started.
Anybody else?
Not that we have given warnings to yet, no. But that's something, if you want to, you need to let Ron know so he can start, because every time he can give them a warning. That's more proof to the judge that, hey, they're not doing what we've asked.
Well, Mr. Say his last name for us.
Rosebrough,
We warned him last year, we wanted,
Oh, yeah.
show him what we wanted done, I showed him. He did a little, but he didn't do it all. Then we sent him a notice this year, and,
So what's the next step?
he called in Jan, anyway, he called me the other day, said, oh, I mowed it, May. I go, well, you have to mow your yard every week, sometimes do, what if I got 3 or 4 properties? I, well, why don't you sell this one? Well, that's my own, we're not living there.
So what's the next step?
Well, he's supposed to be trying, I told him.
Has he done it? Cause I
He
talked
has
to
been
him
over,
Saturday.
he's been over most.
He has been over since then.
But I don't know that, I guess we're getting a.
We're gonna be asking Wayland to cut trees here about time school starts.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, we get a call from Joe Hoffman every year, same time, Linda Chu will call, and
he didn't remind me, let's keep.
Are we,
Back,
are we to the fine stage yet?
Oh, yeah, you can find him, that's up to you guys.
I know, I'm just
Yeah.
asking, we need a motion for that?
Oh, this is fine.
I have to look it up.
Let's give it till next month.
So what are we gonna do?
Joe.
Yeah.
Or, John.
And then we need, what about, Mr. Baker, Bill, over there?
John, what's his last name?
He just got his letter Monday,
So we're gonna have that.
it's just Rose Brock, ROSE.
Rose Brock.
Dave Baker should have got his letter, I mailed it back to him Monday. So he should have it by now, this is Wednesday. But I have it because of the mail mix up and everything, had his address. Anyway, it's a long story. So, he just got his letter,
Let's give him the next month to see if he does, what we've asked him.
so that would be Rose Rock, we're going to wait till July, that's what you're saying?
Good.
We're gonna table that issue and we're gonna table,
If he hasn't done anything in 2 weeks, so I'm gonna hang on. Issue, whatever the issues.
a warning. A violation of ordinance code.
And if you can make yourself another next packet, have our orders in for you, so just like here.
You know, I hate this, cause we offered this lady help.
Yeah.
But I can't blame you for being upset about it.
They going on since 2010. I appreciate anything you can do.
But we just voted to file a suit against her, so.
Thank you for that.
What's next?
With that one, her taken care
Ready for you to say what we're doing?
Discuss dump truck.
of, you guys wanna talk about that?
That's.
Keep you out of the board.
Hey, Fredenberg, Friedenberg.
I don't know, I've always been Freed and someone said Fred, so I.
It's Fredenberg.
It's Fredenberg.
Depends on what part of the country you're from.
Okay. So. Have,
Did you want me to put
you
it
want
in
me to
there?
talk to him?
I talked to her after we saw those pictures for rental,
Yeah.
or I heard, oh, that's not what we wanted.
Yeah.
And she said, well, get somebody to do it, we'll pay for
Okay.
it. And so I talked to, anyway, Jeff Fox agreed to do it for us, so we've got pipe at the building that we can, Jeff said he could cut it. And you staked it out
Yes.
where he's supposed to put the post. And Jeff was going to do that, and so.
Did you get any idea when or?
Well, he wanted to do it yesterday, I said, we're not ready.
Well, the thing is too, though, I seen him at the post office this morning and I asked him if he called in 811 locates, and he said no. So. Somebody's gotta call in locates.
Why don't you do that?
Okay.
Then turn the town. And you know where our water plant's at.
Yeah, it's already marked. I marked it.
There shouldn't be anything else up there.
The only thing that goes up through there is, that I know of, is I think there's fiber optics.
Yeah, but it's out by the street.
Yeah, I don't know. And you don't wanna hook that, cause that's like $10,000 a knot.
Well, let's call first thing in the morning and get that.
I told Jeff that they had, so I'll call them in the morning, and so they got 3 business days, working days to locate. So he said that's fine, he would get on to it next week.
And you talked to him about those pipes.
Yeah, I told him I would just drop them off up there at the tower, and he said that's fine.
We used your pictures and your diagrams.
That was easy.
Thanks for your help, fellas.
You're
No
welcome.
problem. Thank you, thanks, Carl.
You're welcome.
Dump truck. We're looking.
We've been searching, waiting for searching, I don't think we found what we want yet.
Yeah.
But, it's just wrong with dump truck, we're done, I got something I want to present.
We're done with that.
But
So,
I'll brush it back on.
so let's just plan, if we find one, maybe to, think about maybe holding a special meeting so we proceed and not let it wait till July before we get a dump truck.
Yeah, the
That's my
refinement.
concern, because that's 4 weeks away.
You could possibly miss out on one, but it's a good
Yeah.
one.
It's more than 4 because I think it's
Okay.
but anyway, so. Just, you know, if you could kind of let me know what you're finding, and I can let each one of you know separately and.
Okay.
And then we'll hold a special meeting.
Okay. Just what?
So while we're on, I wanna talk about the Bobcat, I got quotes on Bobcat. So basically, I worked with Wade and kind of, you know, idea what we're looking at, so we wouldn't have to buy a new backhoe or something else, I'm looking for. Basically, it's a Bobcat with a bucket, where's it at? Oh, a combination bucket, a regular bucket, a 10-foot snow pusher, and a street sweeper with a gutter brush, so we can actually clean everything out from the sides. The total price of it is, $82,279, and we're buying outright. I propose we lease it, we can get 500 hours a year, which would be more than enough, in my opinion. Plus, we kind of see, do we really need it or don't need it, if we don't, go after 4 years, you gotta go back. But I think it'll save us money, it'll keep our streets clean, it'll keep our snow pushed. Wayland can work around cars a lot better, he can't have that great big backhoe, we shouldn't need to buy a backhoe, in my opinion. But we can lease it for $12.44.17 a month for 4 years. At the end of that lease, we decide that isn't great, we can either get another new one and lease, if that's what we're gonna do. Or you can buy this one outright for $41,139.80.
One question I had about that, on the attachment, I mean, snow pusher stuff, yeah, we need it, but we're not gonna need it all year.
Correct.
Is there?
The snow pusher price itself is $3,700,
Just to buy one?
just to buy one.
And at the end of the 4 years, what's the buyout?
It is $41,139.84, I think.
So that's about half price.
Well, if you pay them 59 days.
That also includes
Yeah.
maintenance, they come here, they will take care of it. So, we ain't worried about who's gonna pay or take care of
How long was it again? I'm sorry.
it. 36 months.
That's right.
Oh, 3 years.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, 3 years. Yeah, sorry, I didn't say 4, oh, there's 3 years.
Good, too, good.
I didn't do real good in that.
And if you bought it out,
If we bought it outright, we'd have to chunk up
It's gonna be
$82,279.69. I just. Well, that's just my opinion.
The sweeper, is it just a rotary broom? Or is it one of those, cause I've seen them, it's got like a box on it.
Yep.
This is sweeps into the box,
Yeah,
yeah, you know,
box.
that's what it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And he said with if you just use the actual, just the sweeper part, it would sweep it into the box, but it wouldn't get to curves. And so with the gutter, they call it a gutter sweeper. It actually rides in against the curves
And get
and it
everything.
sweeps it out into the main.
So long.
And then it picks it up and then you just dump it. It's got a
Yeah.
box that goes up into.
Yeah,
And without that, they had a broom, but it just sweeps it and you gotta sweep it somewhere.
yeah, it
It's
just
like
throws it wherever.
wherever point.
Like we can see around alleys, all this gravel, all trash, all that
Yeah.
should be picked up.
The other thing is, I mean, three years, you can figure out if it's gonna do what you're thinking it's going to do for you.
You know, because we bought a decent sized one, so we might say, oh, hey, we'd probably go a little smaller, or this is perfect, or whatever. So,
How much money have we put in the backhoe in the last 3 years?
I can't, but.
I don't know, I'd have to go back and look at
You
it.
know, that gives you an idea how much
See
money.
what the maintenance was on.
Yeah,
It
it's all the
seems like,
maintenance stuff.
The backhoes really started having a lot of issues over the past year and a half. Just like we fixed one cylinder and the next day it blew another one out because we built the pressure back up on the hydraulics, so now another cylinder blew. So we got it fixed. Well, now it's like, well, how long is it gonna be for another one? Because it's just aged and things are starting to go wrong with it. We installed 2 new batteries, which happens. $400 some
Oh, you're
dollars.
gonna be able to clean snow so much easier, so much quicker.
Yeah, that's the
And it's
thing.
gonna look so much better.
Yeah.
Cause that big machine, like we only
It
did
is
big
all
snow,
snow,
but it's terrible.
It would be very beneficial. It'd probably be one of the best. You know, even with the service truck with the snow plow on it and salt spreader on it, it's extremely hard to maneuver around some of these alleys. It's almost impossible to turn off of any side street going on the cemetery road. Unless you go all the way up by Mrs. Heimmel's place, you come down through there. You know, you can't, it's hard to, and you know, a lot of times in the winter, I push snow right up into the cemetery and then just pushed it on through and cleared the road in the cemetery because I didn't have anywhere to put it.
Mhm.
And you can't, you know, it's just so tight. And I don't know, I mean, I do that.
No pusher, 10 feet. 10 foot.
And a lot of times, like, you know, when we're, after we have a snow, which, you know, it's all to hit and miss, you never know, but like when the state plows and we plow, it creates monster hills on the intersections. When you're trying to maneuver that big backhoe way out in 40 and you got the boom lower because all the power lines are so low. If you come through town with the backhoe boom all the way up, they'll rip that power lines down, there's a lot of them. But there's a lot of low lines.
So where are they supposed to have a war? I don't wanna get this to.
This takes, if you were just Monday, it'd take 8 weeks.
We should have some word with it. Can we afford it?
Yep, I don't think there will be, I mean, what'd you say it was a month? 12,
44.17.
yeah,
12-15 months.
yeah. Yeah, it's. I'll split it up between the lines, but. Could even take some of the value, if it's used first, you know, that MDA.
Can we make a motion?
What's the name of the company?
Bobcat,
That's what I thought, I didn't know, okay.
That's the closest one.
Greensburg?
Yeah.
Close one I like doing.
You always go south.
I like the sound, it's more.
It's probably about the same, right? I would think, I'm sure, no matter what deal it is.
So I'll make a motion that we lease this Bobcat
Say it'd be 8 weeks if we tell them we want one
on Monday.
time to get it. Okay,
I'll second it.
okay, it's been moved and seconded, we,
Bill, there I see on this form where there is a thank you for your opportunity, customer acceptance, purchase order, authorized signature, so somebody's gonna be, so I have to gotta make a motion, so I'll make a motion that Richard use authorization to sign this lease form for the Bobcat.
Well, I'll second that.
okay, we'll do it one at a time. Okay, we have a motion on the table now to enter into the lease agreement for Bobcat. All those in favor, say by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Okay, so then need a motion to authorize me to sign the lease agreement.
I'll make a motion for you authorized to sign the lease agreement.
I'll second
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that I have the authority to sign the lease agreement for Bobcat.
Do you want me to reach out to them, or do you want to take it from here?
Now, do they need a copy or anything of this signed? They'll need it to start in it?
According to this, they need a purchase order number, so,
I usually don't use them.
so what I'll do is I'll just reach out to them, tell them that we've approved it. I might just give them your number.
Okay, you and myself.
Then,
Okay.
then if there's anything, you know,
Then the paperwork, when it comes,
Yeah.
we'll get ahold of you.
whenever you get, whatever you gotta do, make sure something signed before he starts the whole
I'll
process.
give this to you, if this is all you want signed, then you just gotta call Richard and sign.
Okay, okay.
If not, I'll,
Yeah, you
email it, whatever it is.
and I did hear from Rich Warner. Warner, he's, said you're gonna have the paperwork ready on Friday.
Okay,
You want me to come sign it Friday, I will see what time I get done Friday. Shouldn't be too awful late,
okay,
but he said, he gave me his cell phone number, so when I get, he said if it, Friday doesn't work, he said, let me know.
okay.
Get something worked out, get that stuff signed.
So, I'll bring it.
it. Does he need to? That's when they give you the check.
You're on town hall.
You'll probably.
Say, ask him if he
I
wants.
said, I think they give you the check.
No, sometimes they just transfer it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna say, you need to sure.
You could.
I'm sure it'll be any kind of price.
Never had some cash out of it.
And do what?
It's automatic withdrawal problem.
From there, yeah, and you are. Yeah.
I'm gonna say,
No, you ain't gonna use it.
electronically,
I didn't know it ain't gonna.
once you sign it, you're probably done.
Now you're gonna have to shovel snow and sweep streets.
Oh, well, I mean, I already told Dad that, you know, I didn't know what way that this would go with the Bobcat, but I already told, you know, Dad, and I told Riley, you know, when we get it, if he's still working when we get it, which I don't know where that'll fall and him going back to school, that we would initially, we're gonna have to go around and hand scrape all the curves in town, to get all that stuff that's broke, you know, that's There,
Get the stuff together.
Well, hopefully we get the academy kids to actually focus on that, kind of what we wanted to do a little bit last time, but part was so bad that we didn't have a choice,
right.
since we got all.
well, I think if we actually had a machine that would sweep it up,
Oh, yeah.
then we could say, hey, guys, do both sides of the street, you know, maybe the residents will cooperate with us to move their vehicles for time to get it all, and then move to another street instead of, you know, trying to
We
focus.
got a lot.
We can get that worked out. I mean, we
We definitely,
just give them a few days' notice and say, hey, on this day,
I don't know that I could mentally accept 39 little kids at one time, though. Ooh. That was a lot.
You read both.
yeah,
But we didn't intend to keep them all together.
Yeah.
That was a bad thing. But it's good we have.
Oh, yeah, it's a great program.
okay, rumble strips.
I guess that's me.
Mhm.
I was putting letters on the signage the other day and I kept hearing a noise and had never heard it before and looked around and the state had installed rumble strips as you're coming into town. Pretty close to the first house that comes in town. And so I reached out to the state to see if that was something they did or something we asked for. I wasn't aware that we asked for it.
I don't remember asking for them.
And she said, well, they were surprised that they put them that close to the home because of the
The
rumble.
noise.
She was gonna find out. Well, she said, well, maybe they put it there because of that crosswalk. And I said, well, we didn't request a crosswalk. So, she was gonna try and find out why they were there and if there's anything to do about it.
Okay.
I will say, they help.
Well, unless you were living in Nancy.
Right, I'm just saying, if we even.
Maybe if they were a little farther up the
They
hill.
could move them, but they do help, because we are all, Michael mostly, lost and, they do help the traffic.
I've walked down the park and come back, I've actually had cars stop on 40. When you get close to that crosswalk.
Yeah, that sign that's out in the middle's got that stop sign on it.
Yeah, it's
supposed to.
run over several
Somebody
times.
cut them off.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Never paid that much.
State was asking the people if they knew who cut them off. So they did.
The sign there in crosswalk.
But,
Yeah.
but I mean, I agree, I would wanna live right next to the rumble strips, but they do help, so if they could even just move them further west.
Yeah, they could get them up the hill.
Yeah.
And it would be great to have them on the other end,
Yeah, cause you're coming
because
down.
coming down that big hill, and
I know right now.
they go pretty fast, especially the dairy trucks.
Exactly.
Stop sign South First and William Street.
That's down here.
Yep.
That's what this is.
Yeah,
Those-
that's, we got us a price. Well,
You got a price on?
I thought there was, it's expensive.
Those now they're, what, 6, 7, yeah.
Well, 1,400 feet.
We need three.
Where you see the price?
Well, I know it's in the.
I saw it, I read it, cause I got.
Yeah.
Expensive.
I was not gonna shoot a copy for you, sorry.
And say it's wrong.
It must have been in the email.
But yeah, they are.
What is that, what I saw?
Must have been in the.
What's wrong with one there?
Pardon?
What's wrong with one there?
And I thought people were just ignoring it.
Yeah, we just buy just like separate LED lights and put on the curb stuff on.
Do what?
You buy like separate lights and just put on the curb stuff. I don't know, that's big into that. I'm honestly, I haven't had a chance to look at this.
I think it's awful expensive.
All right, well, we'll regroup on that later.
Yeah, I think that might be something we might be able to ask for through this grant program.
We just had a thought that it's just.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
So, with that intersection,
Huh?
that intersection up there, before we potentially spend $3,000 or $4,000 on stop signs, which I'm not saying I'm against, as long as they ain't driving my bedrooms up on that corner of the house. Do you think we should try something like a speed bump? That's obviously way cheaper to try. I even, I could probably, I'm sure I can borrow the ones back from Jeff. They're not, the ones I had in town when we had construction going on, they seem to be pretty effective.
He asked that originally, remember? And
if that's something that you'd like to do there, I could put them. If I borrow 4, and that would get all the way across the road, so they would get a double dose, they would get.
Do we have speed bump signs? To rub a speed bumps out, when you go back, they'll probably say speed bump or something.
If they're
Is that
stopping, it
required?
doesn't matter.
That would be a wrong question.
I don't know, I'm worried about legal stuff.
Yeah, that's what, our dispatch required to do that.
Well, probably, I mean, I'm not against putting one in front of the stop sign, I get it, put stop, but I just don't want.
I think you put a little farther back from the stop sign, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's probably, I know some of the locals on that end of town, we put the stop signs up, I'd be out in the yard and they would pull up and then they just gun their car because they were mad. So there was a stop sign there,
I got a phone call one day.
but it's like,
Right, though,
and I was surprised because it was pretty effective at first.
Mhm.
And then it started becoming not so effective. There is still people that stop there, but there's more so than not, there's a lot of people that just, you know, they don't mind.
I went down that way the other day, and it just happened. I mean, I was one of them before it from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ran the stop
Well, I
sign.
didn't run it, I stopped, but I was on top of it when I stopped. But it wasn't intentional, it's just, it's never been there, you know, it's.
Well, would it be, because there's no warning sign, there's a stop sign ahead, right?
No,
Would it be helpful to put, stop ahead, sign on back? I mean, you could put signs all the way down too, there are people still ignore
For the people I tell that forget, yes, that would be helpful.
I think, I just feel like that just putting a standard old sign up there for people, you know, like, you know, just like the Tom, I mean. I ain't gonna lie, I ran through it a couple times when we first put it up, cause I grew up here,
Yeah.
there never was one there, so I was like, one
And it
day.
wouldn't be a problem if everybody just slowed down.
We
We
will.
wouldn't have to be there, if people would just slow down, they come in,
You
yeah.
know, if we're just gonna put some LED lights around, and light it up, you can go buy a strip light. I mean,
Listen, solar.
But it has to meet certain requirements.
So, the guy that requested that, does he still live there?
I don't even good question.
And then the guy that, whatever, I thought the person that were Chelsea, there's.
Somebody did come,
He lives in Florida, he's not even here anymore.
somebody brought it up, I can't remember.
I don't know, I mean, like I said, it's not even about the stopping, it's just, I wish they would cut, cause for some reason, when they come up out underneath that bridge, they just stomp it to the floor, like they're climbing a hillside.
Right.
And it's not even about the stopping that bothers me, it's just the fact that sometimes they go by there running 55 miles an hour. And I will, you know, that's like my new neighbor that moved in, she has 3 little kids, I think the tallest one's probably that big. And then, you know, Chelsea's got small kids, he's out there, you know, and she knows better to get in the road. But then Monica Smith lives the next house up, she's got a little girl, and I know the girls, the kids that commute up there, you know, they don't hang out, they walk through the fields. They don't even get on the road anymore, they walk through the cornfields. If he goes up there, he walks the sidewalk into the grass until he gets right up there, and then he just shoots straight across.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing, it's a safety issue.
Yeah.
It's not about being.
So maybe the speed bump would be,
I think that would,
Effective.
I would say that would be more effective.
yeah, I mean, it would at least slow them down, and, you know, cut back so far off the intersection.
Can you ask Jeffrey about that tomorrow, or is it in his,
Oh.
That's what put speed bumps in, if they had to have a warning sign in
there
there.
is sign, it's gonna be a stop sign. Then maybe I can get out and look at it, come up with some ideas for next week. Or a tow road.
Alright, so you're gonna ask Jeffrey about that, what kind requirements we need? Anything else?
I don't know, go ahead.
So we wanted to talk about, I guess, waivers. Hey. It looks like you haven't had a raise since 2020, according to the. I was looking at this and thinking, kind of course, I come from the industrial lifestyle, I don't want everybody will say, oh, and it gets a raise 1 year. My opinion, I was thinking 3% over the last 5 years. we'll bring them to bar, but.
So from what you get from what the pay is now. 2-3% for the last 5 years.
You can keep that this year, look at, four for the month, until we get more, but.
Then
You know, they don't. Yeah, cost of living's not a lot last 5 years.
I bring up what, 24 an hour,
So, I'm not. If you struggle with that.
so that's what you're proposing, bump up to 24 an hour.
I'm disgusting,
I'll second that.
let me make a motion.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, we've discussed it.
I'll make a motion that we do raise the 3% year for 5 years. To 24.
So that's a 15% total.
Correct.
Total for COVID. And then when we do the budget, which won't be long now,
Mhm.
and we further note it. We can put it in. Now I can second it.
Yes.
Okay, I second it.
I got that in the-
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we increase the town maintenance man pay up to $24 an hour. All those in favor, say by saying aye. All opposed, same sign. And there's a motion.
Thank you, guys, I greatly appreciate it.
I guess I have a question. When does that start?
That's up to you guys, start the next pay.
We need to,
He gets what,
So here's-
twice a month, right?
And so we've already got half of this month. So we can start July
I
30th,
guess,
or
all
June 30th, I mean.
right, well, I'm happy with that. Why don't we, thank you, June.
Make it effective July 1st.
For Tim, you still gonna do the retro back 5 years, is that what you said on the phone?
Were you ready for that back 5 years?
I was going to, till you blew your horn when I was phone.
I was gonna say, you blew it.
You're lucky you still be sitting here.
And I appreciate it.
You caused him other issues when you did that. He had
Gotta go do laundry that night.
Yeah.
So you need a motion to make that effective, or just put it in that motion,
Uh,
effective July 1st.
Okay.
That's
So
how,
his next pay, he won't get, I mean, June 30th, he won't have the new raise. You're gonna make him wait till.
no,
July
like, go July 3rd, or June 3rd.
I'm just asking.
No, that's fine, I was just using.
I didn't know if it's gonna cause any problems, split the month that way, I guess.
No. It doesn't matter.
Was that all right with everybody being done that? in the-
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Then, your dad's been working for us for that long too, and hasn't got a raise any more than you have. But, I think we fixed it so he can drive the truck back and forth to work. With a little pay raise.
Yeah.
That's my
I wouldn't
note.
do it now, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't, no changes needed, no decision.
But we need to have it in here that he's legally okay to drive the truck home, because we never passed
I'll
that.
make a motion
Okay.
and put in drive the truck.
Okay.
And I'll second that.
I'm sure you.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we let Jimmy, drive the truck home. All those in favor, say by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Okay. That's it.
Can't even bring that up. Oh, we just did.
What do you guys pay me to do?
Alright.
Or they pay me to do, I should say.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I get in the ad to sell the police cars, what you want in there. We're taking closed bids as is. I'll put the mileage and the year and the thing, what else?
And we have the right to refuse all bids. Anything else?
It'll be a minute question, I don't know if you can say starting bids or X
Yeah.
amount of dollars.
You can say,
Minimum.
yeah,
Minimum
minimum
bid
bid,
is-
that's what I wanna know, yeah.
Yeah.
So who's a car guy, and they can tell us what they're worth.
I mean, I guess I could
I can
probably,
go I go, what they call it,
Carfax.
Carfax.
I could probably reach out to Mo and just ask him if he'd be so kind to, you know, since we're considering possibly, you know, buying a dump truck from him, not saying we are, but possibly considering it, maybe he could come over and
Shoot,
you know, give us an idea, since he's obviously a car dealer.
that sounds like a worthwhile deal, so.
I want people to have a bid on it, but I don't wanna give them away either, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, he-
They were free to, but
Well, yeah, we maintain
That's
that,
true.
and any money we get can turn around and go into a dump truck or.
Yeah.
Something, so.
Yeah, the stuff that's on it, the lights and everything in it is not ours,
This is,
it's Ron's.
Now, I think when we first started talking about this in January, I think he got most of his stuff out.
No.
He hadn't done it yet?
No, the lights and everything, the only thing that's ours in there is a camera. All the rest of the stuff is his.
Still his.
And, I know Carthage has hired a new, marshal. And I don't know, someone said they were looking for. I don't know if they would be interested, but I think it'd be good if we could an idea of price first before we.
Yeah.
I think he can tell Ron if that's his stuff, and he's gonna get
Yeah.
it.
I did yesterday, or
He's got,
You
Day
just thought
before
you had it before that.
tell me he's got by July first or something.
Well, the other thing is though, if Mo can give us an idea what they're worth. And if Carthage is wanting to buy one outright, quick, well, it's, yeah, but it's wrong.
Ron,
Ron's
yeah.
stuff, so that's not even an issue. Yeah.
but he said he would give it to them if that's what they wanted, but that's what we give it. Yeah.
So I'll reach out to Mo tomorrow and see if he can come over. How soon do you want it done?
Yesterday.
So I'll reach out to him tomorrow and see if he can come this week or first of next week, and give us an idea, and then you guys can take that and kind of maybe go for the reserve of what you want to get.
Yeah.
For sure get.
I'm gonna call you tomorrow for all this stuff you gotta do.
At least text me.
What's on YouTube, you can go through and watch it on YouTube, the meetings.
You put it in work order. Where?
I don't.
Maintenance that.
Maintenance,
I got that.
you need to get it on your phone, both of you.
Okay. I'll work on that. I send stuff to Wayne to do on it.
No, it's just in case you wanna remind me of something other than that.
I was just showing where you could put the work order to.
Thanks for.
Just direct calls to Richard when you give at him.
So anything else need to come forward?
Yes,
Yes.
so they're issuing tornado warnings this evening.
I didn't know it.
There was no warning to the
I don't think they-
Well, I
We
do,
don't have a tornado.
no, I forgot, I do need to say one more thing, I did, glad you brought that up. So I did get a text back from the guy that said that, he said his health's better, and he's back to work. The old man come over, and we're on the list. Maybe real soon. I said, well, I don't wanna wait till after storm season, cause if that's the case, then we'll just wait till, you know. But he did reach out to me, it was first of last week, and said, hey, I just wanna let you know I'm back and, you know, to work. Like I said, he's an older fellow and he had some health issues. Hit him right after he actually come up and looked at our stuff. He was actually gonna he had to build a thing for that. He took pictures and stuff and he had to build, he said he was gonna start building that. To install it, because he said, once he installs that in there, all he's gotta do is contact dispatch and it'd be done.
No,
And they'll be able to set it up.
we just need to get that done.
Yes.
God forbid
What's the
something.
guy's name? Gary, is it Gary?
I say, let me look through my phone while you guys moving on here. Gotta find it. And it's hot in here.
Oh, I turned
This is not big guy weather.
Wow.
it. Go up there and turn it down, go back
I
down.
believe now, don't go to this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it alone.
I think we're done.
Oh, no, no.
Mike,
Something that you might want to put in our letter that we get our bills every week, every month, is Toxaway Day. It's August the 16th up in Newcastle, and they do take tires. Saying they do take tires. If you put that in the newsletter for people to know, you know, make a list of stuff, maybe they'll help them clean up the yard, but they know they get rid of stuff for free.
Where you say there's
At the Memorial Park,
front part?
I wonder if we could reach out to them and set up something that we could
Do
pick
your,
them up here and take them up there.
what do they do? They put dumpsters up there? I don't know.
Yeah,
we going back around where the horse and pony thing is at, and you go around the park and you go in basically into the Hendon County garage, barn, to keep trucks and stuff, and that's where you dump everything. I went up there last year and got rid of some tires and, you know, I got mine early when it started, and I was there maybe a half hour, it moved very quickly.
In the roll-offs, or like.
They got them stations for them, they take computers, you know, they can,
Batteries.
you know, they got a list of stuff that they take. And I hadn't seen anything this year about it, I thought it was last year, like in June or July.
What'd you say, when, what,
August 28th, August 16th this year,
August 15th?
16th,
Second.
well, 9 o'clock,
They're
2
charged. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
Paint and tires and TVs.
Gear, I can't say it like
They
that.
have a list of stuff, you know, cause my neighbor's got tires sitting in his yard, that's why I brought it up.
Something like,
Is there, where did you find that? Is it on Henry County website?
I just went in there, Googled, taxway day, Henry County.
Melissa, I had things in charge of that, I reach out and see if
You said
Some of the
approved it,
people here in
good in
town.
Henry County.
that need the assistance, we have a way.
Yeah.
Some of them.
We get it right next time, we can probably grow a little flyer.
I know, some of that stuff, there's a limit per household in there.
You'd have to get with the Henry, you know, up in Newcastle and get their
I know, I
flyer,
think-
they put a flyer out.
Yeah.
The other thing with paint, if it's latex paint, you can throw that, dry up, and throw it away in
You
your trash.
can throw it, yeah.
Kids are.
Oil base, you got.
Oil base, you've got to dry up and it goes to the tops away.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff up there, I've taken stuff up there.
Just, you know, come down a bit.
You, you mentioned about where we were having that pride in the park, we hadn't talked about that.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that.
Well. Mary scheduled it. The
When we
raffle,
the raffle, thing,
yeah, we probably should have. Had it in the other meeting, but we haven't.
we haven't given it away yet, so.
So we need to make a motion that just states that you approve to spend $500 for, the raffle tickets to help with, the surveys for the comprehensive plan. That the town approves to pay $500 towards those prizes.
How that works.
Probably rainy day.
The raffle tickets, that's what we're gonna go toward ours,
No,
No,
Well, we might not sell, we're not, we can, in order for us to get this comprehensive plan.
Yeah, I understand
We
that.
have to have a survey completed.
How you gonna get people there?
Well, we were
we
gonna
don't
go
go
to
door
door.
to door. Yeah,
Give them-
because
give
they,
them-
they have to fill out the survey
to get the,
to get a raffle ticket.
Uh-huh.
They can't just get a raffle ticket,
Right.
they have to
And there
fill out
was-
the survey.
Two $100 at the lifestyle meat locker,
Mhm.
and how many $50 off electric.
There's 9 separate.
Well, I'll take shooter clothes with me.
One is
So
there,
$25 with their.
two $100 gift certificates of Nice Town Longer, one $100 credit, electric credit bill, two $50 electric bill credits, and 4 $25 electric bill credits.
I need a motion that we approve spending that $500. And blah, blah, blah. I'll finish.
Well, I'll make a motion, we do it, and I apologize that we didn't do it before.
Well, we really didn't know about it before, right, the last.
So we're spending, some we're spending $500 to get the raffle tickets. So we go door to door and time fill out and.
A survey.
Prizes. If they fill out the survey, then they need a raffle.
These are the prize, the money is for the prizes.
Why are we picking 500 tickets?
Not 500 tickets.
$500
Total.
is gonna be spent on the prizes,
Oh, it's for the prize.
prizes, yeah,
Sorry, I'm slow.
that's okay, we know.
And one per household.
Yes,
That, I mean, Michael and I did the survey separately, but you got one raffle ticket.
I never got sugar.
he didn't come down.
He didn't
Oh,
come.
they can do the thing.
You got a ticket in your mail? With your bill?
Yeah, I don't think people saw them.
That big piece of paper.
Yeah, big piece of paper, I don't know why we couldn't see a big piece of paper.
Okay. Okay, I'll make a motion. Have a second? Second. Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve $500 for the prizes on this, to get the survey done for the comprehensive plan. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Excellent, pass. Now, all on three.
Well, as long as we pay the electric back, I don't think they were council for that. Taking money out of the electric. Spiceland does it for their Christmas lights, so we don't know.
For what, these prices?
Yeah.
Well, the comprehensive plan could be used for electric,
Yeah, but,
the grant.
you know, the question was, will we be in trouble with state board of accounts for giving out?
Oh, for giving away electricity,
Yeah.
if we are, say, don't do it again.
It's your name on the report.
You signed the claim.
That's what I
These
did.
numbers are butt down, they have to say, yeah.
As long as nothing is stolen, they really don't care if you know. They do, but not like.
Okay, anything else? Okay. Motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I guess.
Then move to second we adjourn, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Good. Meeting adjourned.
Or just, you know.
All right, can you make sure,
Keep bringing them to
we're
me.
gonna use this session here to promote how we're getting young people involved in it.
Well, she did move to car.
Well, me.
You know, you guys, you don't have that one.
I can get there.
Bye, guys.
Well, that's terrible.
I'll walk by it. Oh, I need to. Wait, they don't move, there's a one from the east side of it.
I got lots of paper.
Yeah.